Hey, what's up guys, this is Justin, and before I do get started I want to thank you guys for making me a part of your day. In this video I'll try to make it quick. I'm going to be talking about my loadouts for Halo 4. A lot of you guys keep asking me questions and I figured that I would just make a loadout video. I'm trying to keep this under 5 minutes, it'll probably be in around 8 minutes, but we'll go ahead, go through the 4 classes that I have right now. So we're going to be in my loading screen, or not my loading screen, my loadout screen, and here's what we're going to have. So I kind of label my classes like this. Here's a few tips that I found to be very helpful. If you have your main class, which I put main, if you have your main class, always put that on the top, because what happens in Halo is that when you start the game, it's not like Call of Duty. If you don't pick a class, it'll automatically pick the first class in your loadout. So go ahead and put the main one right there. And then my sniper class is going to be in the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and go through all of these. So be sure to put your favorite class, the one you use the most, at the top, because the game is automatically going to pick that class for you. So if you're going to go get a drink or go to the bathroom before you start a game, it's automatically going to pick that class, so you don't want to be stuck with a class that you don't want. So first one's going to be my main setup right here. It's going to be primary weapon's going to be the DMR because I think it's the best gun. Secondary weapon's going to be Magnum. Grenade's going to be frag grenade, and armor ability is going to be jetpack. Now I know jetpack isn't necessarily the most powerful armor ability, but out of all these choices, I like to fly, and I told you guys that in different videos. So this works on big maps, this works on medium-sized maps, and even small maps. So that's why I use the jetpack. I've started using the resupply and explosives, and this is actually a funny class. The resupply, for those that don't know, when you use resupply, it lets you, it lets you kind of like Scavenger Pro. You can pick up grenades off of fallen enemies, which is funny. One of the benefits of this is that you start off with 2 frag grenades. So you always start off with 2 frag grenades, and then let's say you throw 2 out really quick, right? And there's 2 dead bodies. So you pick up frag grenades. If you run over another dead body with 2 frag grenades, you actually start picking up plasma grenades. So you can have a total of 4 grenades. So you have 2 frags, 2 plasmas. Big pain in the ass for the other team. If you're killing people and you're by the dead bodies like me when I play, especially on the smaller team Slayer, when I'm around bodies and stuff like that, I like to have grenades, because when you throw 2 grenades, the guy's like, oh yeah, he's done, he can't do anything else, and then you're like, surprise, and you got like 4 plasma grenades, and then you kill some more people, you keep throwing grenades, so it's a pain in the ass. It kind of irritates the other team, but I just like it so far. Okay, I used to use shielding all the time, but I'm kind of an offensive player. I don't really need to stay alive that long. The ordnance drops are kind of like support, so I don't really do that, but I'll show you the shielding on my other ones. But resupply is really good. And if you use resupply, then you definitely got to use explosives class. So this is going to be like danger close and blast shield from Call of Duty. So it has increased explosives radius and it reduces the damage received from grenades. So if you you can actually kill a guy with 1 grenade, which is kind of rare in Halo. And for those that don't know, like maybe you don't have an Xbox, maybe you're just watching videos, the grenade game is where, like, when 2 players of equal skill are fighting each other, it comes down to their nade game. So when you throw in grenades, usually the idea is to splash them around the corner with some splash damage and then headshot them. But with the explosives perk, you can actually kill them with a grenade. And plasma grenades are a little bit more powerful, but I like to use the frag grenades because I like to bounce it off walls and stuff like that. And there's a few nade spots in Haven that I'll show you guys. Like underneath in the middle, a lot of people don't know you can nade underneath that little stalagmite pillar. I don't even know what it's called. Ask Dylan, he knows everything about stalagmites and stalactites and manta rays and all that stuff like that, because I didn't know manta rays are plankton bottom feeders. Apparently they are. But going back, if you have nade spots with explosives paired up with resupply is just awesome, and then you have the jetpack in there. So this is my main class right here, okay? I'll show you my tryhard class. It's actually similar to the other class, except the only thing I have is Promethean Vision, which is a little bit different. So that's the thing you guys see when it's like Predator Vision from the movie Predator. So I use Promethean Vision because if I'm in a tryhard lobby or in a smaller lobby, this won't really work on Big Team Battle, because on Big Team Battle you have really big playing fields. But if you're in a tryhard campy lobby where the guys are camping the power weapons and doing just, you know, kind of asshole stuff to you, I use Promethean Vision so I can know where they are. Also, when you use Promethean Vision, it's really good on levels that have multiple levels. So like if you have a low level, middle level, and a high level, Promethean Vision works out very well. I know the radar will tell you which level they're on, but sometimes when guys crouch walk to be invisible from radar, they don't. It's just a pain in the ass. So when you have to go try hard and you have to go, you know, you got to play against these guys that are going to camp the power weapons, you got to use Promethean Vision. It's a good counter to whatever they're going to be doing. Okay, shielding. Obviously, if they're camping, they might get the jump on you and get 1 or 2 shots, so that's why I use shielding. Typically, I used to use shielding all the time, but I don't anymore because I want to kill as fast as possible. I don't really worry about dying, even though I play Team Deathmatch or Team Slayer, but I always feel I can go at least 2 for 1 or 3 for 1 But shielding, if you're going to be playing against guys that are going to be shooting you in the back or shooting you from places you don't see, like head glitch spots, yes, it is possible to head glitch in Halo. Use shielding, paired up with Promethean vision, and so on, okay? The explosives perks is also very good because if you know where they're going to be at, around the corner, you can splash them with some explosive ordnance or anything like that. Also, if they're throwing grenades at you, it does a blast shield. This is actually a pretty good perk because not only is it danger close, it has blast shield equipped into it. So that's my tryhard class right there, okay? So as you can see, I actually use most of these perks. I'm not just reading the description and telling you that I think they're going to be that way. So that's one thing to take in consideration too. So here's my miscellaneous class. I always keep a miscellaneous class because I kind of want to just play around with stuff to kind of get you guys good ideas when you're making your loadouts. So like I said before, I'm not just like looking at the description and be like, oh yeah, I don't like that, or that wouldn't be that good. I'm actually trying these out. That really irritates me when people make, like, if you don't know what you're talking about, you should just, you know what to do, right? But some of these guys make videos and get like 50,000 views on stuff like that. They have no idea what they're talking about. So I try to use them as much as possible. The Black Ops and Call of Duty shotguns were irritating me the most. People would be like, oh yeah, this shotgun's the best. I'm like, that shotgun sucks. Okay, so I'm kind of experimenting with the assault rifle. I think one of these rifles, the storm rifle or the suppressor, fully automatics, they don't... I'm just trying to be like a rusher type guy. So here's another thing that I learned from my buddy True Ninja Man 74. Automatics or fully automatic guns don't have headshot multipliers. So when you have a gun that's fully automatic, you just body them. Just hit the body, kill the head. Right there, okay? They're not, it doesn't have any headshot multipliers, so there's no point in aiming for the head. Just spam, get as many shots down as you can, and so on, okay? So that's what I use for that one. Assault rifle, it's a fully automatic, no zooming or anything like that. Magnum. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about this. The bolt shot's actually a really good gun, and I'll talk about that in a video. I don't use the bolt shot because I picked it up a few times, and it's a one-shot kill. My playstyle isn't conducive of using the bolt shot, and I'll tell you guys about that in another video. A lot of people are using this because it's kind of the noob cheap gun, but if you play like I do, I don't get close to the guy very often, okay, unless I have a shotgun. So I don't use the bolt shot very well at all. And if they do hit me with the bolt shot, I usually do the jetpack turnaround jumper, okay? Grenade, frag grenade, jetpack, because I just like jetpack. I'm kind of equipping this class to run around as much as possible. Tactical is going to be mobility. These two perks, mobility is not actually a very good perk because there's just so many better choices in here. But I'm trying to figure out the best rushing class because I'm willing to die a bunch of times and play a bunch of times and go negative just to figure out an optimized rushing class. So that's that right there. Ordnance priority is kind of like Hardline Pro from Call of Duty. So if you have that, it makes your ordnance drops a little bit better. Obviously, if you're playing in a objective game or something game where you don't use ordnance, you probably don't want to do that. But I'm using ordnance, okay? And then I have my Wesley Snipes class. So I use this class right here for big team battles, anywhere where the sight line is going to be really, really far away. So I kind of figured out something with the light rifle. Actually, I didn't figure it out. My buddy True Ninja Man 74 once again told me how the light rifle works. So light rifle works like this, okay? So when you're not zoomed in, it has a 3-round burst, which I didn't even know, okay? And I'll bring you guys some light rifle gameplay in my next video. But it's a 3-round burst when it's not zoomed in. When you zoom in, those 3-round bursts is like one powerful bullet. So I was always telling my buddies, I was like, yeah, the light rifle when you zoom in is like a beast. But when it's not, it's terrible. And then the guy's like, oh yeah, it's because it's 3 bullets in one when you shoot it. And I was like, oh, that makes much more sense. So I'll show you guys in another video when I'm doing that. So when I'm playing on like Ragnarok or any level where there's going to be a long sight line, I use the light rifle right there. Secondary is going to be Magnum, frag grenade right there, jetpack because I like the jetpack. And shielding, since I'm going to be in a bigger level, kind of a wider open space, I don't really need anything else. I don't really need Grenadier. I'm not going to be that close to the guys to hit them with the grenades because this is going to be a long range class. So I use shielding. Okay, you might need that in a gunfight, especially from long ranges. If somebody's really good with a DMR, you're gonna need the extra shielding as much as possible. Okay, and then I used ordnance drop. I don't really have anything else because dexterity. Oh, here's another thing. I don't use dexterity anymore, which is sleight of hand, because every gun reloads fast already. I just realized that. So I took dexterity off, see if I would see if I had a difference in it, and I didn't have a difference. And then so I stopped using dexterity. So if you like that, you can use dexterity. I use ordnance priority. Probably swap those two out, ordnance priority or dexterity. And I don't use explosives because you're not going to be that close. So there's my 4 classes so far. The main class, tryhard class, miscellaneous, and Wesley Sniper. Okay, so those are my 4 classes. Let me know if you guys have any questions or any tips on how you want to improve those classes. I'm still working on that Russian class. I'm going to get that Loadout 5. Gonna get you guys some really good gameplay. So I actually have some good gameplay I got yesterday playing with my buddies. Actually, my old crew. It was gonna be my buddies Luke, Eric, Sabir, Dylan, and True Ninja Man 74. So other than that, if you like this video and you found it helpful, please like it, favorite, do all that stuff. Also, if you're on Twitter, retweet this when it uploads. It really helps out a lot, and I thank you guys for always doing that. So other than that, 10 minutes on the dot. I've been Justin. I'll catch you guys later. See ya.